Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Matchbox Mark's Diecast Restoration. I'm going to start off this video with a little tour of my little hobby room slash craft room. So me and my wife both share this. That's her area. She's got a Cricut and does t-shirts and jewelry making and everything. So that's her area. And this is my area right over here. As you can see, it is not too big, but that's okay. It works and it gets the job done. So anyway, let's do a little quick tour. So this is just like a little roll around cart. And I got drawers that I keep my supplies in, and those plastic containers house all my tires and windows and everything. And then this is kind of where I keep this is my decals right here. Box full, Dremel attachments. And some Hot Wheels that my wife got me. Some supplies and everything, so... Here's a shelf that I used to use for my shot glasses. So anyway, some Tamiya paints, baking soda. For those of you that don't know, there's my Spam truck. I haven't had it on display for a while. There we go, some more paints. And then up here, glues, paints, cleaners. And then all these paints on the bottom I got from Dan Russell, one of my longtime viewers. Thank you, Dan, for all those paints. I still use them quite often. And moving over here, there's my watch tools. I got a watch press and a spanner wrench and spring pins and all kinds of batteries right here. That's me and my son. Those are watch crystals. So if you ever want to change a watch crystal. And watch batteries, like I said. And then this is my just bin full of tools, screwdrivers, meter, hammer, and everything. There's my wife from 2015. And then coming over here, here's my little lights. And these are my prized possessions from Andrew over at Maple Leaf. So I sent him a Zamboni to do, and he did it in Tim Hortons. And this is a Volkswagen build-off that we did last summer. And what else? This is just where I keep all my loose parts. There's my Porsche for the Great Porsche giveaway that Andrew's hosting, his third one. And let's come over here so these are my castings that I'm going to be doing coming up. Restos. And this one's going to be the next Dibs funny car. And these are my Trump customs. They'll stay there. And then a couple other castings that I found at the store that look pretty cool. Bone Shaker, and I don't know what that one is. That's pretty cool though. And let's go to my stickers. So I just got this one the other day from Big C over at Big Charlie's Model Garage. He's a good guy. Go over and check out his channel. He's got tons of models. And I got one from Ron over at Somo. Andrew. And this is my bucket list item that I did. Silva Challenge. Got white on my comfort zone on that one. And I got this from Opa before he passed away. Now his son Caleb is carrying the torch and part of the Dibs. Chuck, my Valiant. And then my flag, Jim Silva. Blue Lives Matter. All right, so now that we have that out of the way. Oh, did I show my castings? I don't think I did. So anyway, I just got these little containers full of castings. They're somewhat categorized, but there's still quite a hodgepodge. I'll tell you, you can never have enough die cast. All right, so let's talk about my next project. So my next project is going to be for Big C. And Big C sent me a package about a week ago of some customs he wanted to be done. So here we have the Cadillac S Ambulance. And he wants me to paint these all kinds of cool colors. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint them in all different colors. This one right here, Big C, I think we might have to source for parts. I don't know, but I've got 9 of them, so I think it'll be a fun time. So that's coming up starting now. It's going to take me a while to do them. So anyway, I'll film the progress. So I hope you enjoyed the little tour of the hobby bench. And before this video's out, I'll show you where I paint and where I hang out when I am grinding and wire wheeling and painting and all that other stuff. So anyway, on that note, I'll see you in a bit. All right, it is time for my update on Big C's ambulance fleet custom project. So let's break it down. So I do have one over here that doesn't have a window, but there's a couple others that don't, so I might do this one too. That'll be 9. Anyway, there's the chassis, there's the bodies, there's the interiors. You know what's funny is how much different colors they are. Just from age and wear and tear and everything. So, there's those. There's the beacons, 32 tires. And there's the window units. So these two over here have been, they were hard getting out. Man, this casting, I forgot how hard those windows are to get out. Some fall out, some you have to pry out and break and everything. So anyway, all right, stay tuned for the process. All right, here's an update on the ambulance fleet custom build for Big C. So I didn't want to show the whole process, but here's all my tires. 32 of them. So if you do the math, that is 8 ambulances. 8 divided by, or 6, 8 times 4. There we go. And then I'm just going to show you one of the process that I do. So you can see it's kind of dirty. Most of these weren't too bad. So I've got this little soft bristle brush here. And it actually, what I do first is I'll get the dirt out with my little pointy tool, because the last thing you want to do is put paint over dirt. That's the sloppy way of doing stuff. And here at Matchbox Mark's Garage, we don't do sloppy work. Anyway, so one of the ambulances went four-wheeling at one time. So I had to take care of that. And there we go. And let's do the other side. Let's see. And you can see a little dirt. So luckily only 4 of these tires were bad. And this project, I'm going to do my axle forming tool with my drill press, because I do mainly Lesney restos on my channel. So there we go. And I'll put this right here. 2 rows of 16. So there's my next step, and here's a couple of the ambulances. I gotta wire wheel them. Got them all sanded and painted, or just citrus tipped. So I'm gonna put together a Word document and figure out my paint schemes. I gotta paint the interiors different colors. I gotta paint the exteriors different colors. So anyway, it's a huge undertaking for Big C. So he's a good dude, and I know he'll appreciate it. Anyway. All right, stick around. All right, here is the update of my ambulance fleet for Big C. So I decided to use my wire wheel on my bench grinder in the garage. And I don't know if I said this last shoot, but I drilled through. So I'm going to try to fix that. That was like the first one that I started with, so anyway. All right, so I'm going to keep on keeping on and get these things primered. So I created a list to keep myself organized. So there's my ambulances. And then my interiors I'm going to keep, and some I'm going to paint. An exterior primer so I can keep track. And here are my colors. Hopefully, Big C, you like them all. I think they're going to be good combinations. I just got to figure out how I'm going to two-tone them. All right, folks. So, stick around as I keep keeping on. All right, so here's an update on the big old fleet build for Big C. So, the window units, the windshields are tough, so I'm taking this stuff right here. And I learned about this stuff from Jim Silva and Dan Russell. So I saw Jim's video on it, and it looked pretty easy. So here it is. And I don't know how it's going to dry, but I really had to put it on thick because it's a big window. So I'm hoping that it'll dry good, and if that's the case, then I'll do the rest of them. And it goes on pretty clean, so it should dry pretty clear. So, you got a sneak peek of my first one that I did. All right, stay tuned for the big old project. All right, so it's the next day, and as you can see if we can focus a little bit. The stuff works great, however, I had to put it on too thick. So I'm going to redo this and see if I can just tease it out to make it a thin layer. I mean, this stuff is amazing. It's really solid. So, yeah. All right, well, that's what this is about, just trial and error. All right, stay tuned, and hopefully I can get this thing figured out. Oh, there's a good close shot right there. All right, stick around. All right, so here are all of the interiors for the Big C ambulance fleet. I try to color coordinate with each casting. So anyway, I'm going to put these together slowly, one by one, and we will hopefully have no problems. All right, stick around for the process. All right, so I managed to make my axle forming tool here. So let me fire it up, and I've already done a few chassis. This is for the Big C ambulance build. So the camera here, there we go. So turn it on. Turn on my light. Put it in like that. And gotta do it slow. There it is. Tight as can be. Back one. been meaning to do this because 99% of my jobs are these old Lesnies. Alright, got about 4 more to go and then that'll be it. Alright, stick around. Alright, it is time for the final reveal for my fleet build for Big C over at Big Charlie's Model Garage. Big C sent me a box full of castings, and some for me to do whatever I want to, and some for specific requirements that he would like me to do. And one of them was basically customizing a fleet of the Matchbox S S Ambulances. So Big C, hopefully I did them proud. Let's bring number 1 up. There we go. This one I went with a purple and silver. And most of the decals I made myself. I'm still learning how to make them. I'm not very good. I just need to get a software program and just learn how to do it. So anyway, so here's this one. Purple and silver. Alright, let's get the next one up. Next one will be, this is one of my favorite color combinations. Got the gold and the red. And I did make the dial 911 on the back. And if you recognize the ones on the door, those are for the Matchbox Fire Chief car. I had a couple extras of those. So there's that one. And there's that one. Let me see here. What's next? This one was the first one that I did. I just did the whole thing in like a sand color. And I got the decals from Google Images. So I got those. There. There's number 3. As we're going around, let me know which one you like the best. And this is actually probably my favorite. I think the red and the yellow is just the best combination Matchbox ever came out with. And I think it looks great on castings. So this one was a chrome yellow and metallic red. And I really like the ambulance decals. I got those. Those are actually for another casting. I don't remember which one it was. So anyway, there's that one. And next, we have the paramedics. Dial 911 on the hood. And on the side, you got paramedics. And last year or the year before, I restored the Matchbox Superfast ambulance. It's got paramedics on the side, so I made those. And unfortunately, when you have a rattle can, sometimes you have to do some touching up, and white is the hardest thing to touch up. Especially coming out of the rattle cans a little watery. So there's that one. And what else we got here? This one here is the British Racing Green. I kind of like that color. And a couple of these, I had to do the white decals. And unfortunately, they don't look the best, but it's kind of the only option I have when I'm showing a dark background. There's that one. And how many more do I got? 3 more. And this is the racing white metallic red ambulance. Put ambulance on the roof. Wanted to make them all unique in their own way. There's that one. And see, I don't know what happened here. I'll have to touch that up before I send it back to Big C. I probably did some chrome and then I touched the chrome with the paint. It always happens. Something always happens with these things. And then this one here I really like. The pink and black. And then, yeah. Let me know what you think of them. And then the last one I wanted to have a little fun with. So, here we go. So originally I was going to do a pace car. But then I thought, well, I already took out the hood. So I just wanted to put in an engine, just kind of make it look kind of unique. So here's this one. Alright, and that is a fleet of 9 Cadillac S S Ambulances. Let me move this out of the way. Let me know what you think of them. Leave a comment for your best one. Whichever one that is. I think mine would be the red and the yellow. And probably the gold and red. Those are my 2 favorite. Alright, Big C. Hope you like them. Be dropping these in the mail probably next week. Going out of town this weekend for my wife's birthday. We're going to Lake Havasu. If anybody's ever been there, let me know how it is. I've never been. Anyway, on that note, thanks for watching. And stay tuned for more builds coming down the pipeline. I got another one of Big C. In fact, let me get it out of here. I'll give you a preview. Big C wanted me to customize this. So, he already told me the color scheme that he wants. And this is actually made in Israel. Look at that. So I'll be doing this for Big C coming up in the future. Anyway, probably put that out and do that here soon. Alright, enough of me yammering. Stay safe and thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video. And let me see if I can stop my camera, right?
That's all, folks.